It's one of my people, Mage Visor live in the spot once again. You know what it is? Just want to retouch on the Skepta Joyner Lucas thing, yeah? And I'm gonna echo what my brother Jedi was saying to a certain extent still, because look, you see grime is a London thing. Well, it's a UK thing. No, I'm not gonna, because obviously up and down the country, you got some killers. You got some killer grime artists all over the country, and so I ain't gonna just kind of put it down to just London. You know what I mean? But grime's a different aspect. You see, grime, you just clash people, innit? It's a clashing thing. It's kind of reminiscences of the dance art thing, the clash. You know what I'm saying? But this is what, you know what I mean? Grime is like MC versus MC. This is what it is. But to take what Skepta done to say, oh yeah, UK versus US, yeah, is a silly thing. And the reason why it's a silly thing is because, one, the US is not really gonna understand the majority of what man's saying. So that's the first thing, yeah? And the unfair advantage is we're gonna understand what the US artists say. So, and I've got to seclude it to that, not to all US artists, because like I said, you know what I mean? There's some garbage in the US as well, some real garbage. You get me? Like man just putting on the auto-tune and just not saying really much. You know what I'm saying? Or not saying what's audible as well, because sometimes it is mumbling. Yeah, we go back to the mumble rap thing. But as I stated, with the Skepta thing, he's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's not a rapper. And if it was gonna be as Jedi stated, it was gonna be a top tier, you know what I mean, grime MC. You know what I mean? Gets, P Money, Chip, flipping Frisco, etc. Wiley. You know what I mean? Etc. etc. You know what I mean? But even then, you get me? Because we have to talk about the grime MCs that can rap. You know what I'm saying? Diamond. He's a grime MC that can rap. You know what I'm saying? Big up Dirty Skanks as well. You see me? But as I stated, for Skepta to go against Joyner Lucas is a mad thing. Because Joyner Lucas is going to smash him to pieces. And what's going to even be worse, the reason why as well, Joyner Lucas is not really the one you're going to really step to if your skill levels to Skepta's skill level is. Joyner Lucas is not only going to destroy him lyrically, Joyner Lucas is a sick person with the visuals, so he's going to make a total joke of my man. And it was really, like I said, what was really funny was Skepta mentioned Michael Dapper, boy's not hot. I mean, boy's not hot, man's not hot. You get me? He mentioned him, oh yeah, like that's how the US are seeing us and so forth and so on. Mad thing though, bro. Because now you're gonna look like the man's not hot kind of thing. You get me? And then I think there's another thing, I think it's about fads. Because we're living in the times where a new fad will come and everyone will follow that fad. Because it works, because there's a, you know what I mean, there's an influx of attention from it. I.e. Jim Jones saying that he's a better rapper than Nas. Foolishness. Everybody knows it's foolishness, and that's why it's a debate. It's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It's a fad that gets jumped on. You know what I mean? Kind of like 100 men versus one gorilla. It's a fad that gets jumped on and everyone's got an opinion to it. But as I stated, my thing is, what I don't like is on a worldwide scale how we're gonna look like as UK rappers or UK artists, rap artists. We got a whole plethora of bad man rappers over here. But the US kind of not gonna see, you know what I mean? And it's another thing, because you have to be in a certain bracket to be known. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in a certain bracket, you gotta be doing certain music to be known. And those ones that are known are not necessarily the best. You get me? In the form of lyrical stuff, you know what I mean? Man who can really spit. And as I said before, shouts out to, you know what I mean, some even like people within my camp, you see me? Shouts out to Cammy Slime, shouts out to Joe Spesh, you know what I mean? Shouts out to Herbal T, the God. You know what I mean? We got spitters over here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a mad thing still. And as I said, it's gonna be embarrassing because Skepta's definitely gonna get cooked. Definitely. There's no way around it. He's gonna get cooked. And like I said, the ones that really could do something, even if they did something in it, obviously because certain people are not in the lanes of popularity, it's not even gonna get heard. Do you know what I mean? So, as I said, shouts out to Jedi, because like I said, he did bring it up as well. And I really feel that it was a bad move. Whoever advised Skepta to do that was a very bad move. Like I said before, pick somebody like a Little Yachty, pick somebody, you know what I mean, who's not gonna really, like I said, don't get me wrong, you know, I respect it's like boxing, man, you know what I mean, you're a boxer and you wanna take out the best. You wanna go in at the best, but that was just such a wrong move, innit? Skepta, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it does bring attention in somewhat ways to like the UK artists, but the wrong UK artists, innit? It's a mismatch, you know what I mean? They're in a different weight class. It's gonna be bullying, because as I said, I know what Joyner Lucas, like I've been following Joyner Lucas for a long time. And as I said, one thing about him, one, he can spit and keep up with the best of them, and two, he's got a sick visual mind. He can make some sick videos, and he directs most of his videos as well. If you go back to his videos, I can't remember the youth's name, but the story about the youth with the shotgun. Got shot with a shotgun. If you ever see that video, you get me? Mad. To the point where because it's based on a real life story, the point where the youth that got shot and that he thought that Joyner Lucas had something to do with it, due to how accurate and how mad the video looked. He's got the other one with the money thing, where, you know what I mean, he's $100 bill and he's showing what happens with the $100 bill. He's got the other one where he's flipping, you know, the black and white man when they're talking to each other. Like, Joyner Lucas is a beast, isn't it? He's actually a very, very talented artist. And you know what as well? Because I don't want the video to drag on. But the other thing is, like, the top artists should be celebrated. Do you know what I mean? The top lyricists, man, should be celebrated, because they're the people who keep the flame on for real rap, innit? When too much people who've got hardly any talent are becoming the ones that are looked upon, what happens is there's a ripple effect. You'll have people saying, right, like, to make it, I have to sound like this person. I have to, you know what I mean? My level has to be, it can't, well, it doesn't have to go past a certain amount, because this player here, he's doing very well, and he's not even all that. But when you got somebody with skill, when you're like, right, you have to step up and sharpen your pen, it's a different element, because that's where the real talent and skill comes from. You know what I mean? As opposed to writing some basic bars, having a basic hook, and then everyone calling it a hit. But anyway, those are just food for thought from Mage Visor right there. You know what I mean? You're done now.